Hi, welcome back to what I am now officially calling Spectrum Green's Development Diaries. Last video I went through Gatecrasher briefly, discussing the changes I made to the tactical layer that you could see in the mission. I only managed to finish that session with a single soldier you see in front of you, thanks to that Nox sniper at the end. This video, I hope, is to showcase some of the strategy layer that most of it's in Spectrum Yellow, but I think just going over it briefly would help just before we start our second mission. And with only one promoted soldier, I think I need to prepare for it as best I can. So here we are, just as I left off last time. We just finished using the modular weapons research, like so, and it's unlocked all the new weapons you get in Spectrum. Alien weapons is also instant because of the plasma pistol we looted from the last mission. So the three main weapon technologies we can go for in Spectrum are plasma. The alien weapons, it's damaging, inaccurate, imprecise, and shredding. Essentially, it's damaging. You get aim penalty, a crit penalty, but if you do crit, you get a huge bonus, and also shreds armor. Laser weapons, slightly different. They get an aim bonus, more chance to crit. Their crits aren't as effective though, but they also pierce armor and have extra ammo. Unfortunately though, they were a bit overpowered in yellow, and magnetic weapons was the middle ground, and plasma has suffered immensely. Magnetic weapons is just damage and weakness to armor, being blunt. They actually are weaker to armor than anything else. Anyway, I'm just going to get some hybrid materials. I've changed some of the costs around just as a change in the status quo. So I'll grab some hybrid materials. Now let's go to engineering, where I've changed the items available slightly.
You'd be surprised how big of a difference some of these things can make in combat, Commander. With a few supplies,
so the armor piercing rounds, they're bonus to piercing, so 2 extra piercing, but they lose 1 damage, and hollow point rounds are the opposite. They gain a damage, but they lose 2 piercing. Flashbang, medikit, and smoke grenade are usual items. Grapple gun though is essentially the grapple ability from the light armor. You can just slap it onto anyone who has a spare utility slot, and they become instantly more maneuverable. The main change though is the gremlins. I've split them into 3 different types. They are now no longer infinite, just like most other weapons and armor. And you don't actually get abilities. Now with the classless system, there are no gremlin abilities on the person. They're all on the gremlins, and the more you upgrade them, the more abilities you unlock. So if we get the medical angel, it has medical protocol. The combat has combat protocol. The Hydra and the utility gremlin has the aid protocol. All 3 of them can hack, and I believe the gremlin is the best at hacking, because aid protocol isn't that as strong as combat or medical. So as we see here, we're getting loot. The loot system is definitely different from the original game. So Advent equipment and Nox equipment, these equipments are going to be like, once you get X amount of equipment, you can put them into a roulette, just like experimental armor, and out come some Advent equipment that's been used against you, or Nox equipment, maybe like a specialized scope or nanofiber armor. Weapon fragments are used for weapons tech, and we'll eventually be able to build upgrades like scopes and hair triggers. And here's the plasma pistol we looted. This is currently letting us instantly research plasma once we get enough weapon fragments. We don't have any engineers, so go on to armory.
You lived in one of the colonies for a few years before linking up with Central, right?
Yes, one of the advantages of working with Advent.
Oh,
On the surface,
poor
it was very
bastards.
comfortable, but there was a price for that comfort.
The millions of people in those cities don't seem to mind all that much.
Yes, but Advent is
In
always
preparation, I think,
watching.
about
Between their
recruiting a few
forces and the aliens
extras.
themselves,
And there's me.
not to mention the automated systems.
And I think
There's
I'll have
nothing
my
quite like
Swedish friend.
providing identification to a lamppost.
We've done what we can to honor our fallen soldiers, Commander. It's not much, but it gives our people a chance to pay their respects.
So our survivor, the hero of the hour, was Paul Papa Bear Carter. He received special training as an ability. Doesn't actually do anything because all the bonuses you get, extra health, mobility, aim, will, hack, they all come from actually becoming a soldier. It's just there to be pretty. One of the main benefits of being a soldier is the sudden access to secondary weapons. So here we could equip him with the medical angel, which you see has medical protocol, and hack the plasma pistol, which is a big bonus on the average pistol in damage potential and bonus crit damage. You can see there. Slight reduction of armor piercing, but could also shred armor and an insane amount of environment damage. Or we could give him grenade launcher, sword. As he's the only one there, I think it'd be best to make him our primary medic, so at least someone will survive this round. There's also several other main weapons. Each of our weapons tech will eventually unlock each one of these at that tech. So you'll get laser, squad automatic weapons, magnetic sniper rifles, plasma shotguns, etc. So I'll give him a DMR. He probably wants to move around a bit. And the DMR is a sniper rifle with reduced damage, because it's got squad sight. I've changed the weapons up substantially in Spectrum. So the sniper rifle always comes with squad sight, so does DMR. Can't move it, mobility penalty, slight aim increase. So it just makes these much more different than they used to be. Like they used to be just like +1 damage, -1 damage, etc. The heavy cannon is got obscene stats. However, just like the sniper rifle, it can't move and fire, so it has to stay still when it fires, which generally means it's not available for most fights. But when it is available, it can utterly destroy stationary or easy to hit targets. These heavy cannons will be very useful when fighting single target bosses like heavy mechs, sectorbots and such. And I'm thinking with our medic, we're going to designate him as a marksman. Still allow him to move a bit, but we should get an extra medkit for him as well. There's also several sets of armors available for the soldiers and rookies. You can get the light armor with this bonus to mobility and dodge, but no health or armor. And it's also got a stealth bonus for being silent. Then you've got the heavy armor, which grants substantial health and armor, but penalty to mobility. And this one's loud, which is actually a penalty to stealth as well. Resistance armor is just a copy of the light armor and standard armor with 1 health and armor. Unfortunately, the heavy armor also sacrifices the utility slot to get its health and armor rating. So with heavy armor, we're going to use 1 item, but as I like my top gun to be mobile, I'm going to give him the standard armor and the DMR. Now the soldiers I'm going to take in are going to be Michael, Tobias, and
clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
These findings
Okay,
will likely
so
prove crucial to our
now that we
ongoing
research,
efforts, Commander.
I researched the hyper materials. There's now the heavy nanoscale vest available, and now there's plated armor, which requires armor plates. This is a new resource type, which is dropped by either mechs or advanced infantry. If we encountered the heavy mech on the first gatecrasher, then we probably would have been well on our way to getting plated armor by now. Might as well start alien biotech.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Commander, as the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding open...
Okay, we have our first mission now, which will reward an engineer. It's difficulty easy. I'm on commander difficulty, but with only one guy. Ooh, I don't know. And it's destroy the alien relay, so they're all going to be... so, yeah, it's probably easy. And if there's any real trouble, we can abort after sniping the relay. So here we go, here's the team I've designated. So we've got medic, sniper, shotgun and heavy armor SMG wheeled over here. Hopefully most of them will survive. Once I've finished all the content, there should be a random chance for which faction you'll get on each mission. At the very beginning it should always be basic advent units, but later on you'd have a chance for like psionic based faction, bioweapon based faction, fire based faction.
Communications relay is up ahead. Move in and destroy the target. Entering squad concealment.
And hopefully I'll be able to add extra missions in, or scenarios, like being ambushed and such.
Rolling. Moving. Roger. I'm on the move. Affirmative, moving out. I've got a hostile squad here.
Okay, so this is another patrol. Patrols tend to be small groups of troopers and sergeants. There should at least be one specialist in each mission. That can range with engineers, medics, grenadiers, snipers, etc.
Nähere mich der Zielposition. Heading there now.
Our gremlins can attempt to access the advent network from here. We might be able to hack their systems and get an advantage. But be careful. If they detect us, things will only get worse.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
Okay, I definitely hear a mech somewhere. You'll notice if I highlight the Duke with his heavy armor, he can be detected around here. However, the bear, myself with light armor, can only be detected over here. One of the benefits of the submachine gun is that it grants running gun, allowing the greatest mobility of each of the weapons.
Moving to Overwatch.
keep forgetting about return fire. Oh. Well, that's it. I'm dead. I can't make mods anymore.
Target neutralized. Up them down. Running. Begebe mich zum Ziel. Scanne Gebiet.
Okay, there is the engineer and mech.
Combat unit. Vulnerabilities if we're going to take that thing out.
Kein Treffer. The wind over me.
I hope this has demonstrated the folly of wearing light armor, getting very close to the enemy and shooting them with a sniper rifle.
On the move. Objective position confirmed. Enemy eliminated.
So as we can see here, even though he's got a squad sight, he has no chance of actually hitting.
Closing on target position now. Got it covered. Verstanden, bewege mich zum Ziel.
Okay, we can see that he can do 3 to 7 damage. However, with the lack of piercing on the weapon, he'd probably do at most 3 damage. But we'll do it anyway. Yeah, the shotgun's not effective at all against armor. Oh dear. I don't think I'm very good at this game.
No, 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 please, no.
Oh. It's given itself 20 defense, but it's a max, so it already had a -10.
Panzerung getroffen.
Yeah, the bigger the max get, the more health and armor they get, the less mobility they get, and the less defense they get. So it's easier and easier to hit them.
Sie haben mich erwischt. Kann mich nicht bewegen. Das Feuer breitet sich aus. In die Arme. Bestätigt.
And there's a grenadier.
Got some advent here. Shot wide. Auf die Flanken achten. Bin unterwegs. Ich sehe Advent-Truppen.
And there's the boss.
Confirmed.
So now that I've revealed the entire map and reinforcements one go with only half my team left, I've completed the objective, so I feel like bailing at this point.
Requesting immediate evac. Schon unterwegs. Moving on target location. Let's go. Packen wir die Sachen.
All surviving XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand returning to base.
Mission parameters completed.
As this mission ended in complete failure, after even taking down the main objective, I definitely recommend, and will probably classify as a requirement, for the partial mission completion mod by Reality Machina, as it will allow you to partially complete missions like I just did then, which will help, as Spectrum is a quite difficult, challenging mod than your average XCOM 2 game. Oh, you didn't even get any kills. God. If I chose Grenadier, it would have given me a bit of extra health. Aim would have given me extra aim. Sprinter would have given me extra mobility. Even more mobility. Yeah, I think the basic ones would just give extra aim, grenade slots, stealth. So yeah, if I got return fire, it would have actually improved the critical chance as well. And I have gravely wounded soldier now. This does not look good. So I definitely didn't plan for this. So I'm gonna close the video here, and I'll see you next time.